So, hi, Emily and Spencer. Welcome to a little video interview here at Four Continents. And you yesterday had an awesome performance and won the silver medal. Can you just talk us a little bit through your program yesterday and all the emotions you had?
Yeah, it was definitely an emotional program for us. It was a great, we're coming to the end of our season, and just to be able to deliver programs like we did here at Four Continents, it's awesome, and we want to keep going. And, that program has become, as it's evolved through the season, as a lot of the programs do, a lot of times from the beginning of the season to the end of the season, the program feels different. And we've kind of been able to fill and in areas that, even me personally, I didn't really know that there was space for. And it's become a really great program that I think we both really enjoy skating to.
How was it for you, Emily?
For yesterday, I felt like it was the first time where we really felt trained and we didn't have to think so much in the program. So we were able to really perform and just enjoy the moment for ourselves and connect with each other and the audience more than previously. So we're really happy with that.
And this results a success. What does it mean to you? You were a silver medalist at the Four Continents a year ago, but it was a very different situation.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this season has just been, I think we turned a lot of heads this season, and just the progression through this season has been a huge blessing for us. And we've put in a lot of work, and we're becoming more familiar with each other, and just to be able to go out there and achieve scores that we've wanted to achieve for a long time, and just to be able to go out there and be healthy and be able to perform for an audience that enjoys our skating is everything to us. So it's awesome.
Yes, we really appreciate, of course, the little token that we get to take back. But in the end, we're really happy with ourselves and the way that we were able to come together and put it together at the right time, and just learn so much from this experience.
So how do you see your development when you first started together and everything you went through until to this point where you now?
Yeah, it's a huge commitment when you're an ice dancer in pairs, when you're involved with somebody and working to achieve greatness together. And it's pretty amazing to think, this is our fourth season together now, and to look back at the first season and just all the struggles, injuries, and obviously it's not always going to be easy working alongside your partner so closely. And that's actually a huge message for a lot of the, upcoming pair skaters or ice dancers, is that it does take a long time to develop, but it is very valuable, and there's a lot of great lessons that we've learned along the way, and you learn about each other and you learn about yourself in the process. And it's really, I'm very lucky to be able to do pairs and to have that partner experience, and that's a big reason why I started pairs and transitioned from singles in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I think our time together has really made me realize that with each of our individual special personalities and dynamic, we come together to create something magical. And when we bring our truest selves together, we're able to create something that is very special to everyone and us.
Yeah, that seems to be what sets you apart also a little bit. What do you feel makes you stand out compared to other teams?
I think, as we've gotten older, when you're a child and you are in figure skating, you get thrown onto this competition environment, and it's really easy to compare yourself to others, and it's really easy to get caught up in that competition environment. And I think that as I got older and as we partnered, our goals were aligned. Of course, we are in the competition field and this is what we do, but we've always chosen to take a little bit of an alternative perspective and just want to go out there and really skate for a crowd and see what we can give back to the sport in that way, even though we are competing and trying to, whether it be earn spots for the Olympics or earn spots for Worlds or, create these kinds of great accomplishments. At the end of the day, we really just want to give.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that shows, and especially when there's a performance like yesterday, because all this excitement and really that emotion that comes across. So, and you chose a very emotional music too. So why did you pick the Ghost?
For that exact reason. I mean, Olga Ganicheva, our coach, who's the wife of our main coach, Alexei Letov, I mean, they've done great with us, and she's always really about what kind of message we're giving when we skate. And, you know, she was really the one who put together this piece for us. And at first, again, like I said, it kind of grew on me as the season continued. At first, it was your typical love song, and as we did it more and more, I really did feel more connected with it, and I definitely think that has shown through the season. And yeah, it's been a great program for us, and we have to really give a huge thanks to our coaches back at home.
Yes, and you know, in the beginning, not everyone has, let's say, like a significant other, but the theme of love everyone can relate to. So it can be special to everyone. So it's really, really nice and easy for us to convey that message of the theme of love. So
when you got together, as you said, it's your fourth season. When you started out, how difficult was it, or how challenging? What was good right away, and what was difficult?
Definitely, our strength has always been our skating skills. The moment that we skated together, it just felt very natural. We've had to work a lot on the elements, and a lot of that was due to some injuries. You know, our first season out, we had to withdraw from our nationals, which would have been our senior debut together, and that was due to her fracturing her foot off ice. So I think the biggest hurdles have been injuries, and you know, that can cause a lot of stress and strain in the partnership, and just working through those things and those obstacles. You know, that's kind of going back to the message that I had mentioned before. There's going to be times where you don't want to look at each other and you don't want to skate with each other, but you know, it's easy to just say, I'll go find another partner, I'm going to hang up these skates, but it is much more valuable when you can work through those. And as we have done so, we've been nothing but blessed with being able to come to events like Four Continents, and now we're going to Worlds this year for our first time. So it's just amazing. Yeah.
What did help you to overcome these difficulties you had at the beginning, especially?
I think just coming together with a certain openness in yourself, and learning how to just communicate with your team and with the other person openly and honestly, and to be your truest self. It really took us time to understand, but I think once that it's been established, like, it's just very rewarding. Sure.
Yeah, and I think that also it goes back to your village. We talked a lot about our coaches, and you know, it's your training environment, and you know, we've been always really lucky to have great coaches who understand that, you know, it is also a process. So on days that things aren't going well, they understand, they know when to give us space, they know when to tell us that we need to communicate. And, you know, as time has gone by, it only gets easier. So.
Were you both with your coaches originally, or?
I was with Olga and Alexei as a single skater. And Spencer.
Yeah, so she was with them for many, many years. How many years? 16 years now?
Probably around 10.
Yeah, and they had great success with her as a single skater. And then, you know, later on, as I turned 18 or 19, I switched to pairs. And then eventually when we decided to partner up, that's when I moved to work with them. And it's been awesome. I mean, they're a huge part of our success for sure.
Why did you both choose pair skating?
I actually skated pairs before, when I was pre-juvenile and juvenile, and novice even with Misha Mitrofanov. And so I always really loved pairs, and I find it really exciting, more than singles for me. So it was just a natural calling.
So why did you?
I love working with another person. I think it's so interesting, and I love being on the stage with another person and being able to share that experience with someone else is very special.
Yeah, for me, I think that it came down to that journey. I think that, you know, as a single skater, I went on some junior Grand Prix, and I remember getting there and just feeling lonely. And I realized later on that, you know, having somebody to share that process and share the trips and that journey is something that's really valuable to me. And, you know, when I tried pairs, I actually did all the disciplines at one point. I competed in dance.
In dance?
Yeah, I competed in dance, not at a high level, but I went through them all. And so when I finally, the last stop was pairs. When I tried it, I was like, wow, this is awesome. It's like everything put together. So the sessions, I knew that I was going to be a pair skater for a long time when, you know, we would skate on an hour and it felt like 10 minutes.
So yeah, because pair skating is there are not so many pairs. It's like the discipline that maybe people shy away from because it's dangerous or difficult, especially. But so you obviously feel differently. And in the US, pair skating is also not that big. There are not so many teams, right? What do you hope to bring to develop also pair skating in the United States?
Yeah, I mean, I think that on the theme of us just wanting to give back to figure skating and asking that question every day is just leading by example and being an inspiration for the young ones. I mean, even now we have people at our rink that could be great potential pair skaters, and it's awesome because they have that environment. You know, even when I was younger and doing singles coming up, I wasn't really in that environment, but just to see it firsthand, it's different. And I think that by leading by example and just trying to be that inspiration for the young ones is everything. And yeah, I mean, that's what we're here to do.
Now this season is coming to an end. I mean, still the highlight is ahead, the World Championships. So how much you're looking forward to your debut at the World Championships?
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be so fun. We can't wait to be in Japan again and perform in front of the Japanese crowd. So that's really exciting.
Yeah, for us this season we were at NHK, and the experience of being there in Japan was awesome. And to be able to go back to Japan, it's going to be
like
really fun. Yeah, and I mean, we're going to a world event for our first time, and we really want to go back home from 4 continents where we are now and get training so that we can do, in hopes to do even better than we did here. So that would be awesome.
And plus you have Japanese heritage. Your
Yeah.
mother is Japanese, and you even competed in the past for Japan.
Yep.
So there's a special connection with this country.
Definitely.
And then we are heading soon into the next season. What are your plans for the next season?
We just want to continue growing. I think that we did a lot of that this season. Looking forward, I want to continue to expand on music choices. I think that's so important. And I want to bring more of a uniqueness to our skating and, you know, just continue to refine our elements so that we can touch people through our skating, because it is a part of it, right? You can't go out there and expect to bring people to their feet if you're messing up on elements and stuff. So for us, I think it's just like we have a few different aspects to our skating that we want to continue to grow and have it all come together.
And the consistency of our performances we'll work on for next year and bring up more, hopefully, dynamic performances and story that we can show.
Yeah, well, we are looking forward to seeing you in the rest of this season and also in the upcoming season, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.